What would you do if you were the last human on Earth? All alone, but not truly. With each abandoned building you go and explore, scavenging for food, talking to yourself to try to stay sane, there's always the constant looming danger of a mysterious creature known as the Nestor. This is the Glendale Archives, a new and ongoing analog horror series on YouTube featuring one person alone and the experience that a human being goes through with that. As you know, we are very social creatures, so just the mental strain that can go into that, let alone whatever these horrifying creatures are, can be a lot. And this series tackles that a lot, and that's why I love it. Truly, the focus is on the horror about these creatures, whatever they are, the mysterious factor behind them, but also a huge part of it is the human experience, the mental anguish of not only in this end of the world scenario, but just in general, not being able to truly speak our minds, connect, explain ourselves, our feelings to those around us, and how things can go unsaid, and how we can feel alone in the world even without everyone mysteriously vanishing. And the series does a great job of balancing these real topics and discussion with this mysterious world building that they're doing. Of course, I'll have the videos linked in the description and in a pinned comment, as well as, since it is ongoing, joining the Patreon for the Glendale Archives channel allows you to vote on what footage will be released next, because these things aren't released in chronological order. We will be watching them in that, but as they're uploaded, they don't go exactly in chronological order, meaning that we get bits and pieces of the story here and there, and the more that's uploaded overall, the bigger story we unlock. Now, of course, I'll be talking a lot during these videos, so I highly suggest going and watching the full series on your own. And again, it is ongoing, so subscribing to the original creator's channel will allow you to watch these videos as they come out. But I, and probably a lot of you, have also always wondered that. What would I do if I was the last person alive? How would I keep myself sane? And I think this kind of documentary style footage where we have this person talking to themselves in the camera, filming for maybe an audience that's never there, right? To try and keep themselves sane, talking to the camera because, you know, there's nobody else to talk to, is a very interesting way to tell the story. But without further ado, let's get into things. I don't know how much time it took to just get all these shots. Okay, sorry. But like the city being completely empty,
I've seen another
so
human.
eerie, right? So eerie. One more.
The city
Hell
was
yeah.
just getting way too
Hell yeah.
dangerous. I was pretty much barricaded inside my apartment.
It really glosses
except
over
to
the danger.
occasionally grab some supplies.
You know, we don't see the monsters at first. We hear them for a split second.
Nestors started showing up near my apartment.
Never mind.
And then another.
They look kind of frail. Do you guys think you could take one in a fight? I mean, obviously this guy doesn't think he can because he leaves,
Place.
right?
It was my routine.
So never mind. They don't kind of glaze over
So I
it.
had
They
to
just
leave.
it's just kind of fast in the beginning, you know? Like not a lot
I
of series
decided to
kind of
make my
start
way
showing them
upstate to
off, you
my
know?
childhood home. It's deep in the suburbs. The population is obviously lower, so I assume less nesters.
Less nesters. I mean, it makes sense if you're
It's
finding a
also
lot of them in the
vacant.
city, right?
It has been for a while, which makes it feel safer. Fewer places to hide, which means
Am I the only
fewer
one who
reasons
feels the
to
opposite?
move. No
Like
surprises.
in like for example, a zombie movie, I feel more secure in a city where I know there's a zombie around every corner, where if you're in the middle of like the country, no zombies barely ever, I would feel more nervous because the paranoia would set in, you know?
A lot of times I think I'm alone.
Like
in the house.
I would just be waiting till one of them does show
not.
up, you know?
Being here, I feel safe. I feel somewhat comforted because I know the history that's in these
twig, but can run
walls.
supersonic speed. That's a good point. We
figured-
don't know how deadly they are.
If I'm
They
gonna
could
go
be far
down,
deadlier than they look.
I want to go down here.
But also a valid reason, you know, if you're gonna die, you might as well go out in a very like memorable.
It cut my travel time in half
Place.
if I walked through the mountains rather than around. But first I needed to navigate the interstate roadways.
How many of you could travel with just a
I
map?
never thought in my life
No
that I'd see
GPS.
them this empty.
I would die. I would 100% die.
It's brisk up here. Take a look at this.
I swear to God, I keep. Am I more paranoid now that I'm like looking for the Nestors everywhere? Like, if you guys see any of them at any point, yo, you let me know. Is there one down there? Is there one down there? Was there one down there?
Nighttime began to set in.
Especially with the Nestors, man, because they do just build nests in places like a very vacant area. I'd feel even more paranoid, you know? Because we know he does find one in the house eventually, right? Spoilers, but we already watched this, right? But which would just send a shiver down my spine.
So it's getting pretty dark out, and I'm picking up a Nestor
It's employed. Oh, hell yeah!
about maybe a quarter mile out. It's just getting too dangerous to continue on foot. I have to find like a mountain house or something. I know there's some up in these mountains.
I wonder if they move
Just gotta
faster at
find one,
night.
and
Like they're almost nocturnal.
I pray it doesn't get too dark, because then it's going to be impossible to see one.
Right. So they're more dangerous at night. We've gathered that. They emit a frequency that you can hear over a radio. We know that. They respond to sound as well. So there is something along that lines. They look kind of humanoid in shape and
There's
a little
nothing.
frail.
There's absolutely nothing.
So I don't know if they come from humans or if they're a different thing entirely.
I did take
you
a look
know?
at my map, and I see that there is a clearing on the terrain, just a ways up north
This
here.
is why you got to join the Boy
So,
Scouts. You learn how to use
I
maps and
pray
stuff.
that it is not just a site for some previous architecture or something. I'm praying that it's
Oh, could be destroyed.
a house
You
or
know?
something,
Okay.
because it is not getting lighter.
Also, I wonder, I don't know if you picked up on that, the little microphone staticky thing. It could be an old camcorder, but also in my fan theory is that the Nestors creating their sound frequencies also are and messing with his technology a little bit, you know, which would be an insane thing because we know later he uses the radio almost as a way to know if there's one in the area. What if they learn about that and kind of use it in their advantage to kind of cloak their presence, you know? That could be crazy.
I gotta turn this thing off for a while.
That could be crazy.
As luck would have it, I stumbled upon a house deep in the woods.
Oh, you hear them? You hear them? You hear them? Oh. That is a nice house. North house. Imagine you're a survivor as well, living in your house, and some dude barges in at midnight. That'd be kind of freaky. Because they would think he's a Nestor, right? I do genuinely wonder what happened to this guy that made him the last survivor. Well, again, we don't know if he is the last survivor, but it seems like it, right? Like everyone else either turned into a Nestor or died to the Nestors. Because at this point, I don't know what created them. But again, that's why I love this style of found footage. It's not really him explaining it. It's just documenting his experience. And why would he need to explain what they are? He knows what they are. Or maybe he doesn't. And he doesn't care. He's just trying to survive. You know, get to his childhood home, right? Little teddy bear thing. This is the radio detector nested, but it doesn't detect one that was in the house. Yeah, exactly. So if it detects them, how was that one in the house and he didn't detect it? Again, maybe they can
warm and cozy.
kind of
it was a safe haven
mask
in the
their
midst of
presence
a
through
snowy
it, you know?
desert.
Maybe they can mask their presence through it.
Got a nice fire going. His signal's getting pretty weak, so...
Because what if they can pick up on the frequency of the radio
3 miles out now.
and they recognize it as not one of them?
I think we're safe here
You
for
know?
the night.
Maybe he's wrong about the radio. He could just be flat out wrong about the radio. Or maybe they're smarter than he's given them credit for, and they're able to detect that it's a radio signal and not like one of them, you know? What was that tapping on the glass, though? So, was that one of them? 3:14 a.m. They are most active at night. They've got to be nocturnal. Or maybe not nocturnal, but primarily... So that's one. There was one at the house.
The next morning when I woke up, I couldn't believe the view that was hiding in the dark the night before.
Using the radio frequency as echolocation. That's what I'm thinking. They use this frequency as echolocation to hunt, maybe? Or detect things, and they pick up on that radio, and maybe they recognize it's not one of them.
It had been a while since I'd
nice
seen
scenery.
anything that beautiful.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Yeah.
I stayed for a while longer. Took part in some activities that made me feel normal.
Look, this guy does kind of seem chill about the whole thing. You know, there was a Nestor outside of his house that he was staying at, and he kind of just moves on with his life. So I wonder the time frame, right? How long has this been going on that he's like this accustomed to them?
Break 19, this is Tricky Spinner, do you copy?
Ricky Spinner, was that his name? Lovely code name.
Eventually, it was time to leave.
Yeah, a little bit of static there as well. A little bit of static. Wait, was there... No, that was his shadow in the mirror, I think, in the glass, right? Oh my god. Dude, now I'm paranoid. I'm more paranoid than he is.
I could feel the air was changing. The trees were getting more sparse. The snow was melting a little. I was descending from the mountains. Before I knew it, I began seeing familiar landmarks.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But the evening snuck up on me quick that day, and I was still a few miles from home.
Yeah, every time it pans to nighttime is the time we kind of hear them making a lot of their noise. The diner. Right? But we have seen them during the day, obviously. But they seem to be more active in the night. The familiar landmark of Ball. Yeah. I call that ball knowledge. Someone dap me up. Alright, don't leave me hanging like that. Alright. Keep it pushing. Nice diner. Dude, why like diners all have this old-timey feel to them? And I kind of like it, you know?
I sat for a moment, weighing whether it was worth turning on the electricity and
Did
opening
you guys
the
hear a
kitchen.
noise other than him?
Since
'Cause I
the
swear to
kitchen
God I
and
did.
dining room had no windows, I decided it would be
No
safe.
Dabner. Okay. No window. Okay, so they are responsive to light, right? So we
I brewed
learned that
myself
from
a
when he
cup
makes
of
the
French roast
fire.
coffee.
But I gotta say, like, probably the upside of something like this familiar setting, it almost feels kind of normal to him, right? He's just chilling in a diner, having coffee. That's got to be good for your sanity,
The warmth
right?
and familiar comfort of the drink lifted my spirits,
Exactly. Hey, me and him on the same
easing me
wavelength.
towards the promise of a long sleep in a warm building.
Long sleep in a warm building. Dude, those diner benches got to be the most uncomfortable thing to sleep on, though. If you're a grown adult, there's no way those are comfortable.
I guess this spot is as good as any to park up for the night. I'm gonna sleep in this booth.
Sleeping in the... would I rather sleep on the floor? I don't know, man.
I've slept in worse. Night. The next day,
I miss a good diner,
I headed
dude.
straight for home.
Jersey, we have so many diners. I think it's over 600 diners in Jersey. It's so good.
Finally,
It's so good.
I had reached a very familiar sight. The edge of my neighborhood.
His old house.
I had made it home.
Why did that scare me? I can't explain it. That transition actually just it made me jump a little bit. Big house. Big house.
My house is just beyond this hill here.
The diners
so
aren't on my forehead. Okay.
we're getting in early. I'm glad about that. I gotta move because it's getting dark. The sun is starting to set here. So here we go. Okay, I gotta be mindful of these. There are steps here. It could be a Nestor.
Look at how big
So
they
I
are
really
compared to
have to be
his
careful.
foot, and also it's like dragging.
There it is.
That's got to be like a
All right, I think I'm gonna go in through the basement. It seems like the
some
best route.
indication on how they move.
I had to
right?
be quick because
Like
I
there were
really
steps.
didn't want
The
Nestor
steps
to
were
see me
bigger than
approaching the
his.
house.
You know, I don't know how
forgotten to lock this.
big his feet are. You know,
Luckily,
but shoe, I don't
The
know shoe
window is
size, but
unlocked. I've learned a preemptive approach to entering a strange building. I'll leave my CB radio with the volume all the way up. Let's back up and give it some room. If nothing comes, I generally know it's safe.
what freaks me out is like he knows they respond to sound, but I guess not normal sound. Like the radio, yes, but he's not trying to be quiet
I
necessarily.
entered through the basement
You
and
know?
gave it a walkthrough.
He's walking around, running, talking on the camera, right? Like, if they're really responsive to all sound. Again, maybe if they're echolocation type with like radio signals, then it's a different story, I guess.
Furnace room.
That is the creepiest. Why is there a chair in the middle of that room?
Better check
Did you
the
kill
wine
people in your
closet.
basement? What, like... This is the creepiest basement I think I've ever seen.
All looks clear.
The camera.
Walking upstairs into the living room,
The goon
I
chair.
was struck by all the memories that flooded me.
He's talking about his childhood memories, guys.
Most of the time. Felt like time had left me behind.
That's a nice kitchen. Pretty dope. Yo,
Gas
that's a nice
doesn't work.
kitchen.
I even found proof that I was once here. My and a childhood friend's name that we etched inside the wooden beams. That
I
gave
bet
me
your
a sense
parents
of
were
comfort.
pissed about
I don't
that.
know why. Okay.
I mean, a link
This
to
is
your
my home.
past gonna make you feel more comfortable in a situation like this.
I better check this storage space.
So interesting, he has to check every little nook and cranny, even like a small storage space. So they like confined closed spaces, even something as small as that. So they really can be hiding anywhere,
This was my brother's room.
is what I'm hearing.
Used to look a lot bigger.
And he still feels comfortable like staying in a house that is like this open in terms of like how many spots there could be a Nestor hiding, right?
Typically by now, we would have run into somebody. A Nestor. I'm pretty sure this house is clear, which is good. A lot of these homes are furnished, which means that there's more resources in the house. More resources just means more like trouble you can run into.
Why is that? So do Nestors need resources as
Garage.
well? Like food, water? So do they not eat people?
Oh, I forgot about the attic.
The attic. Loki, that'd probably be where I would stay, honestly, in this kind of a situation.
I think we're safe. So, this is a great place to nest right here because I can put a fire in this fireplace. I can cook some food on the fire because the gas stove's not working. And here's the big thing. Plenty of routes out. So I can escape through this big door. Plenty of windows. I can escape back through and through the basement. Or I can go over here in the kitchen where there is 2 exits.
He seems very confident in his
Prefer
escape
not to go
routes,
upstairs
too.
because that's a place where I've been cornered before. The main thing is
Cornered.
There's nobody here. Anyone
But a small detail. He said he's been cornered before, and then he's planning out his escape routes. So are they just like kind of slow moving? And also he talks about like resources. He said we haven't run into somebody or a Nestor. Does he mean when he says somebody like a Nestor? So does that mean they were once people? Because we don't really, at this point, we don't really know anything about the background of the Nestors, really. Just kind of some of their habits and obviously what they look like, because we saw them in the first little bit of the video. But I want to know like where they came from, how they fully operate and everything. And again, because it's like a found footage style like journal, he's only going to be talking about his experience. You know, maybe at one point he'll go off in detail about things.
buddy here? Anyone living here now? So that's good. And that means that I can park up right here. I got some bread, some cheese, some butter, some garlic, and I'm gonna get a good night's rest. And we'll see, maybe I'll stay here a couple days because there's a lot of other things around this area that I would like to scavenge for potential things. Could be some good stuff around here.
It was getting dark, so I began setting up my room for the night.
Again, he seems very confident there's nothing inside the house. But again, because I think they're kind of more active during the night, I would still be very worried, right? But again, that's why he says he doesn't plan on staying here indefinitely,
So it's
which I think
nearly
he kind of hints
nightfall,
at.
So I think it's a good time to start building the fire. Now with the fire, I like to start with a 3-layered base, a 3-log base. This gives the embers a place to fall and continue to burn. Without a solid base, the embers just fall, hit the stone, and then they burn out.
But
So
wouldn't
this will
something
help
like a
our
fire
last a
attract
lot
them?
longer.
Right?
Next, we're gonna build walls around the base. I like
Is there
Lincoln log
captions?
pattern myself.
I think there's auto
Usually I
captions.
build these walls a lot
Yeah, they're
higher, but I'm gonna
auto-generated.
be cooking a grilled cheese on this later, so put a log on top. Yeah, you want to give everything a destination, you know? The embers go down, the flames go up. So next we're gonna stuff the fire with some of the debris I got earlier. Got some sticks. Birch wood.
The video keeps glitching out a
course,
little
Old
bit, which
Faithful.
makes me think that there's like a Nestor
Some
nearby.
dried leaves.
I just
So I'm gonna put some
solid burp.
sides.
I wonder how intelligent they are, though.
Here.
Like if
This is a
they
concoction actually my grandfather taught
if they
me.
can
He was
wait
a farmer.
and kind of try to
And,
surprise
he
him,
was
you know,
very,
or I don't
very
know.
skilled in woodworking and tractor mechanics, so he always had sawdust and old motor oil lying around. And one day he decided to combine them, and
Sawdust and
what
motor oil?
resulted was a very slow-burning concoction, and we called it fire starter. So sprinkle some of this on
That's a
top.
thing. That's a
some
thing. They sell them in like
entryways.
survival kits, I think. I don't know, but if it's that exact combination of things, but you know.
That's a good old fire. I like that.
I felt safe for the first time in weeks,
I wouldn't.
and then I found it.
Found what?
Okay, it's
Oh
nearly
yeah.
dark.
Wait, so he oh wait, no, in weeks. It doesn't say
I'm
he's been here
a little
weeks.
freaked out right now because, like an idiot, I didn't check every nook and cranny of this place.
I thought he
I
did.
found this.
This is in the basement. I feel like he would have checked all this when he first came in.
Nest.
I can barely see
I
it, by the
mean,
way.
this
It's
is
so
the room
dark.
that I came in at. So like, I was just so damn eager to check the rest of the house that I didn't think to open this freaking closet.
So how long has he been here? A whole day? It's really... It looks just like a sleeping bag, yeah. So they sleep like regular people? Yeah, wait, what is that? So we call them nesters because they create nests
I'm
like
just,
that.
freaked out because it's too late to go anywhere else. I don't know if this is a live nest.
So confusing.
It's like no wonder this window is
Were
open.
the people in the picture? That's a good point as well. I thought it was somebody from his family, but if it's the nester's nest, maybe it's
My door
somebody related to
upstairs.
them? The nester? The creature?
And I'm just gonna
Oh, I'm scared,
lock
me
it.
too. What are nesters? I don't, like, at
Gonna
this
lock
point, I
all
don't really
the
know
doors
what they
and it should
are.
be fine. Just pray that. I just pray that's a dead nest. It could very well be. I mean, that happens all the time.
I mean, obviously he's been surviving for a while because he knows it's been happening all the time. He's got
Just they
experience with
never-
that. He's been
they never
cornered
leave their
before.
sleeping bag. They never leave
know.
their pillow. I mean,
They
why,
never
why,
leave their
why,
pillow.
why would you do that unless you were coming back?
The nesters look crazy, but apparently they're
couldn't let it
humanoid
break
enough
me.
to need a pillow to
It
sleep.
was too dark to leave.
That
I told
Crazy
myself
detail.
I was old, inactive, that I hadn't done anything to wake it.
do anything to wake
I had
it.
stopped at the market along the way to get some ingredients for grilled cheese.
Okay, so I have 2 slices
Okay.
of white bread, a few
What-
slices
so-
of cheese, and some butter. I
What would
also
he
found a
mean by
clove of
wake
garlic
it?
Nearby, so I'm going to cut that up.
They
and
like
mix it in with
they
the butter.
hibernate, like
Let's
lie
start with
dormant
chopping the
for a while.
garlic. So I threw that garlic all into my iron cast pan. I'm going
Nice.
to add some butter here that's going to melt over the fire. Next,
Nice.
let's assemble our sandwich.
Nice. Mayo instead of butter for grilled cheese, bro. Mayo is disgusting. Sorry, you can burn me at the stake. It just looks weird. I don't like the taste, the consistency. I don't. Spicy mayo is a different story though. Spicy mayo, I'm more fine with. Regular mayo, not as much. Not a fan.
Northeast winds around 5 miles per hour.
Them northeast winds, brother.
Sunday, mostly cloudy.
The Blair Witch Project. Yeah, kind of similar vibes, yeah.
Northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour.
All right, so this fire has died down enough so I can throw the pan on with the butter and the garlic.
The Nestor probably just
Let
smells
that
his
butter
grilled
melt.
cheese, and that's why it
This is
comes
actually a
up to
great
see
level of heat
what's
for
going
this
on, you
butter. It's
know?
not too hot, not too cold. Gives the butter time to melt without burning it. Okay, the butter is nice and melted, so I'm going to throw the sandwich on now.
This is the scariest cooking tutorial I think we've ever
Cooking
seen.
over an open flame gives the bread and the cheese a rich, smoky flavor, which you'd never get on a gas stove, which is nice, but it's tricky because the heat is intense and uneven, so you gotta be careful.
The camera making that
goal is to
glitch out
toast the
sound
bread,
freaks me out every time.
Caramelize the cheese evenly.
I still think that that's a
it's
sign
delicious.
of a Nestor being nearby. I still
Right.
feel like it's got to be, you know?
Oh yeah. I tend to like my grilled cheeses a little overdone. I never quite understood why people don't like their cheese caramelized. I mean, that's like the best part, you know, and the
Not
cheese
me.
hits the pan and
Not me.
nicely. Look at that.
That does look good, though.
That is a grilled cheese right there. That's gonna crunch. All right, let's listen to this crunch.
This poor man living in survival mode.
Ooh.
Bro, on his sleeping bag, just eating a grilled cheese. No nothing else. No little tomato soup or nothing. No bacon in it.
Oh,
Just,
I can taste that smoke.
man. Peanut butter and cheese? Y'all are ungodly. Y'all crazy. Surprise me with everything you guys got going on.
This is hitting the
Peanut butter
spot.
and cheese?
I can't wait to just get warm and toasty in my sleeping bag.
I'm tired. I walked a lot today, aside from the nest in the basement, which I think is dead. This was a pretty normal day, which I don't have a whole lot of those. Whatever potential threat
this series is really cool so
beneath me
far.
in this house, this really makes up for it. Nice warm place to sleep. I haven't heard anything either. I haven't heard anything in the basement, so that's good.
That's why I wonder if they're smart enough to kind of
I like to keep my radio on.
slowly approach their prey.
I keep the radio on for a few different reasons as I fall asleep. One, this is an omnidirectional antenna, and it has a 5-mile radius, so I can pretty much hear, you know, anything within a 5-mile radius, and then I can determine whether it's a friend or it's a threat.
I would be toast. I'm not a light sleeper. I would be so dead.
Secondly is a lot of radio broadcasts run on loops, and they can be actually surprisingly useful. One of my favorite channels is the Weather Channel.
No.
Let's see if we can get it.
I had
2.54, and the relative humidity
mustard and
6%.
cheese. That's it.
The wind was north at 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, so it's fully automated using unmanned meteorology.
Is there an actual unmanned weather channel on the radio? That's actually kind of crazy.
Around the U.S. And it transmits, you know, real-time weather data, so I can tell how cold
That is when
it's
he's
gonna
on
be
the
tonight or
boat
what
for
the
days at
weather's
a
gonna
time.
be
But
like
that's so
tomorrow,
dope. I didn't know that was a
I
real
can
thing.
plan. And thirdly, I like the sound of radio hiss and radio static. It just helps me sleep.
That's valid. Radio static. Hell yeah.
It's time for this man to hit the hay.
He's not gonna wash his dishes.
I'm gonna hit the hay.
Like maybe he did. Maybe he
Leave
did.
this on right here. And I'm gonna stay alert.
Maybe it is like that static we're seeing or hearing on the
Good night.
camera, but for some reason the radio
I
isn't
left my
picking it
radio
up.
running that night. It just made me feel safe. And I fell fast asleep.
Good night, buddy. Bro, I'd be too hungry. One grilled cheese is not enough for me. That's why I would be dead. Because I need more than one grilled cheese sandwich. That freaked me the hell out. Oh my god. My hair is standing up. Oh no. What did it say? What did it say? What did it say? So this is... He obviously knows how to survive, right? He's run into them before, but like this feels like such the wrong decision, man. Why give away your position? I want to know what's the logic.
Hello?
Why? And there was something in the hallway.
I swear I heard something, but
Did it open the door? Is the door open again? I thought he closed it. It looked like it was open. Was it open?
Just turn this on.
Oh my god. Right there. That's not his shadow. That is a Nestor. And again, they look just like people. Like they look very humanoid. Obviously in the day they looked a lot different, but that looks like just like a person's shadow, which I thought it was his at first, but it ain't. That's a Nestor. But again, why would you knock on the wall? Like, maybe he wants to be sure. He wants to be certain. Because at this point, he was confident that there was nothing in the house. But he just says, he wakes up in the middle of the night, I think I hear something. So maybe, okay, to give him benefit of the doubt, he doesn't think it's a Nestor because of the radio. Maybe he thinks it's another person, and that burning, like the desire of a person to find another human being in a situation like this can't be understated, right? We are social creatures. If it's the end of the world and you think there might be another human being in your house, that might be worth it to like give away your position. Because also, what if the human being hears you walking around upstairs, thinks you're a Nestor, and you know they're packing heat, right? So you're running the risk. Either it's a person, a human being, because all signs point to it that currently it could possibly not be a Nestor, and either they're a friend, you know, or they might think you're a Nestor and try to kill you, or it is a Nestor, and if you knock and they start coming up the stairs, he said he has multiple escape routes, right? I don't know. Oh, it's a strike. So that's why I think they're like very wait and ambush type of things. I don't know. So this is the chronological order. Mr. Whiteout. What? Okay, so we got a new entity in this video. Let's lock in. There's a new entity apparently in this one.
Okay. Day 4, squatting in this abandoned house.
I am not glossing over that. I can now tell why he doesn't go out at night.
Okay. Day 4, squatting in this abandoned house.
They're way faster than I
haven't seen
thought they'd
another
be.
person in 81 days.
Yo, I love that
days
abandoned
ago, I
mall.
decided to suit up and
Heck
head
no,
north
though.
into the surrounding hills.
Okay.
Alright, we're heading out, so I hope I don't die.
I hope you don't either,
I found
buddy.
a map here,
Yo, he's got great hair, can
barely
I say?
intact, but
Oh, a map.
enough to help me navigate what was ahead.
Man, it is very chilly out today.
I'm not gonna lie, it seemed kind of slow for running speed, right? The Nestor or whatever that thing was. So maybe that's why, again, he talks about not wanting to go out at night because he won't notice them until he's too
I
close
also
and
keep
then
my CB
it's too
radio
late,
set
right?
to directional. And
But I think, oh, caption, sorry.
gives me some warning if there's some danger within 5 miles. So if
I thought
hear
we didn't
anything,
know if that was right,
I change course.
you know?
Yeah, I don't trust that. So
I don't trust that either. I don't trust
I'm gonna
anything.
veer in a different direction.
The map led me to 3 different locations: the mall, an underground concourse, and some type of museum. Places that used to be crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah. The suburbs are empty, that's for sure.
There was a Nestor sleeping in the
Rows of
shopping cart?
houses.
Is that what that was? That's a Nestor?
I also
So they are nocturnal, I guess. Looks just very humanoid shape and about proportion too. Small enough to use as human sleeping bag. Yeah, that's like the biggest mystery to me. Like, why they're still human enough that they keep pictures, photos, a tape recorder, yet they're aggressive. So it's almost like a zombie virus, but like the rage virus, but like more chill. Like they'll still try to kill you, but like they seem more chill during the day and stuff. Okay.
The suburbs are empty, that's for sure. Rows of
That's so
houses,
eerie.
all vacant. So I thought,
Oh my god.
if anybody's still out there,
I love a good abandoned
here.
suburbs, man. Log to the journey. Okay, so now he's going to the different locations he finds on the map, I guess. This is all new to me.
when I reached the first location, I felt
Well, he's
pretty
still in the
optimistic.
house at this point, right? The mall. Even though he knows there's a Nestor in there? Or did he just never notice it in the first video? Did he never notice that there was a Nestor in the house with him? Did he set up the camera and then do a vlog shot where he walked away from it? What do you mean what happened to all the people? I don't really know at this point. That's a big mystery, right? We don't know what the Nestors are exactly, and we don't know where the people went. Currently, I think human beings turned into Nestors or they died. But if all of humans turned into Nestors, there would be a lot more Nestors, right? So some people just vanished. It doesn't seem like there's dead bodies either. Like the
Unfortunately, I think this
remains.
place is pretty empty. There's not much here. It really puts me on edge that I can see everything and there's really no place to hide here.
It's such a mystery, you know? Such a mystery. Like, if the people turned into Nestors, I feel like there'd be way more of
Let me
them.
go see if I can find out where that sound is coming from.
And if the Nestors, like maybe some people turned into Nestors, and then the remainder of humanity got killed by them. But then again, everything looked super clean. There wasn't a struggle. Like with every zombie film, half of this would be destroyed, right? There's signs of a struggle, of humanity's struggle in the midst of going extinct, right? This just seems like a blip, like the Thanos snap. Like everything happened at the same time. Lester the Nestor. Shout out Lester.
All right.
Was
see
that
if
Lester in
any
the
of these doors
beginning?
lead to a bunker full of
Give me backrooms vibes. I love it,
custodians.
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, like I said, this is where I would go to a freaking mall. I feel like you would have all the supplies you could need for the most part. And maybe it's just like Dawn of the Dead vibes, but I feel like they're kind of defensible when you... Dude, why did that scare me? Oh my god.
These are
Stop
all
putting down the
locked.
camera and walking away from it. Scaring me, man. Just said they were all locked. Ooh, so cool looking, man. I love the Liminal Space vibes. Dude, he really is doing the vlogging thing where you put down the camera and then you walk around and then you have to go pick up your
I wish
camera
I had
again.
some quarters.
It is wild that all the power's on, because the gas to his stove wasn't
Can't
on in the
believe these are
house.
Still running.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, probably the power directed to the mall is set to like not just turn off, where maybe the gas lines and stuff to the other would. I don't know.
Little helicopter.
Alternate reality where humanity's gone. That makes sense because of the style
Man,
of.
this like really makes me hungry because there's a food court here. Makes me think of like Nathan's hot dog.
Found footage vibes he has, right? Like the archivist that's uploading these.
That's gonna happen.
Like the footage that he left is somehow getting back to us in the
No
real
offense,
world,
this looks
but
like
he's
a
stuck in an
shitty
alternate
place to work
dimension.
in its day.
I don't know if it would be. Wait, was that one in the ceiling? No, right? Nope, that's just like an air duct. Never mind. It looked like there was a person in the ceiling. Like, dude, it's like the
At least I see no Nestors.
I Am Legend movie. I think it was with the like the vampires, and how like if you find them during the day, they're just kind of like chilling indoors. And it freaks you out, you know? It's just like you... Oh my god, this reflection scared me. Yeah, everything's just... It is just like things just got Thanos snapped. What does that sound? What does that sound?
We're getting closer.
I don't know if you should get closer. I feel like this guy lacks survival instincts, but he definitely has them. You know? He definitely does have them.
Seems like where it's coming from.
I wouldn't go down. Would you guys go down there to investigate the sound? He's so nonchalant about the end of the world.
There's absolutely nothing in there. That was a recording
A recording?
of someone who I think has been here in the past.
Oh,
Of someone
I
who
love
think
Vidcar's
has
though.
been here in the past.
definitely not. Hell no, I would not go and investigate the sounds. But again, it's like you want to find another human being so bad because you're so alone that at this point, I don't know how long he's been surviving for, but it could
I
maybe
spent
like a year.
Around an hour and a half exploring the mall.
At that point, I'd
It
be
was
so
getting pretty
lonely.
late, and I needed to keep
I'd risk
moving.
it.
I also saw a figure that I've encountered before moving towards me. I call him Mr. Whiteout. He sounds harmless, but I don't know, something in me just doesn't trust it.
That sounds
My
absolutely
next stop
terrifying.
is a series of underground tunnels called Concourse B.
Can we not glance past that? What do you mean there's a figure walking towards you like like the snail, the immortal snail? So wait, that's a different thing than a Nestor. So we've got Nestors and Mr. Whiteout, a figure that like follows him.
He just
Dude, he's
doesn't
so
trust.
nonchalant.
My
Maybe
next
it's the
stop is
hair.
a
Maybe
series of
because he's got
underground
great
tunnels
hair.
called Concourse B.
Concourse B. I love that. It looks so liminal. I love it. I think it's very
public
rational
transit,
to be freaking out over that.
You know, trains connecting nearby towns. But instead, I found passageways linking offices, food courts, state buildings, things like that.
What?
With the parking structures below, it must have been packed with workers at some point moving beneath the city.
Okay. So maybe that's why he has to keep moving, is because things like Mr. Whiteout, not just the Nestors. Because I was wondering originally, if he loves his home, his childhood home so much, why would he ever leave? Right? But he has to keep moving, essentially.
Get
Bro,
really
what a...
cornered in one of those kitchens, or else I'd fry up a deluxe.
Ooh, dude, that sounds good. Man, what a life to have to live. Like, constantly be in danger.
I don't think I'm going to go too deep into this because it's very maze-like, and I don't want to get lost and not be able to get back outside.
See, he's got good survival instincts at some points, but then other points he, like, hears a noise in the middle of the night and says hello and starts knocking. It's inconsistent and it confuses and scares me. But I love this so far.
Little painting. It's beautiful.
That's a beautiful painting. What do you guys think the most liminal space
I should
is?
get out of here.
What was that? Bro, I don't think we have time to do vlog
At this point, it was getting pretty
angles,
dark,
man.
and I was 3 hours from home. I had a little fun on the way to the next location, and then, you know, I don't know what I was thinking, because it started to get dark out. Woo!
Oh no,
It's like I lost 2 hours of my time.
I deserve ice cream.
Oh, he was picking
Like,
up the
I
like
was
intercom
playing with
thing.
my radio and acting like an idiot. It's too late to walk back.
So now he's staying in a supermarket. Was
I
that a
was lucky.
Nestor?
Some of the towns I passed through still had working electricity. I assume they're connected to some industrial-sized power center that hadn't yet failed. When I got far from the cities, the
Everyone's
darkness was
faces.
pretty blinding. I didn't see a
love those
landmark in
faces.
over an hour, and, you know, out of the darkness now, it appeared.
What appeared? Mr.
It wasn't
Whiteout?
ideal, but I needed shelter.
Oh no.
At any moment, I could have run into a Nestor, so I had to do something.
What?
So I slept inside the enclosed slide. It was not
Dude.
comfortable, but it worked.
I watched too much plushy
When I
play
woke, I
place
continued on my
playground.
travels. The last place
For
I
the
visited
slide.
was the taxidermy house.
Taxidermy house. Oh, that thing. I looked like a museum.
It used to be a family attraction. Walking through it now, I kept mistaking the stillness for life. Everything looked alive, but it wasn't.
Wait,
Just
there's no
empty
animal
forms
life either.
Stuffed with microfiber.
I completely forgot. There's no like wildlife. Like we don't hear birds. There's no deer. Any animal. Everything is gone. Oh, that's so sad.
Hello, mammoth. Don't
Hello,
worry.
mammoth.
Not gonna take your little cub or whatever you call it.
Yeah, he looks just kind of depressed, not gonna lie. I mean, being alone for so long would do that to you, right? Oh. I would miss that so much. Like the sounds of birds chirping. Man.
Hello.
Hi. Spooky little looking deer. I don't think I've seen a museum like this, like a taxidermy museum like that. I don't know.
There's some guys doing some work over here. I feel like this guy would really hate me if he was alive.
Why? Is he just a serious working guy? Okay, yeah, some the heads and the like the people are freaking me out.
Okay, I think we're leaving the jungle. What is this, like Aquatic World or something?
Do the noises.
One little room for the entire ocean. That's pretty generous. Model T. Wouldn't mind taking this puppy out for a spin.
Do any of the cars still work? I mean, I guess you don't want to use any cars because of the noise?
Alright, I'm gonna get going.
As I walked home, I thought about Nestors. I really don't know much about them.
God.
Only
Okay.
that they can shift from calm to hostile in seconds.
Here we go.
Once they settle somewhere, infestation usually follows. I've encountered that.
Infestation.
They look human, but something is off about them. Something is just not normal. I'm glad to be back home in front of this warm fire with this mug of hot cocoa. I didn't find anyone, no, but maybe tomorrow I'll head south towards the water. Anyway.
Okay. I was hoping he would go into detail, but like honestly, I'm surprised that he doesn't know much about them. And then we also got the little dip of lore about Mr. Whiteout, the freaky thing that's following him. Like what? Was probably gutted. Either they're gutted or they're like too old, but it also depends on the timeline of when it happened. Or it could be a thing of like the noise alerting things, or maybe making them mad. Because he talked about like, oh, he doesn't know what could really set them off. They go from calm to aggressive. And that's why we saw in a lot of the slides of them, they were just kind of chilling there, you know, like we talked about. So they don't necessarily go to aggressive the second they see him. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe by the end of it, we'll find out more. It really does feel like he's shifted into a different, like, kind of parallel dimension, because there doesn't seem to be any logical explanation about how everything, all life on Earth vanished except for these creatures that look human, but I don't think they are. And then also, there's no animal life, nothing, no, like, we haven't seen insects. We haven't seen a fly. Third video, so he said it was like day 8. Okay, the Nestors found me. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
It's been...
Okay.
All right, day 8 of squatting in this house. It's been really...
So he still is in the same house? Did he really not see the Nestor that was in there with him?
I've been able to sleep, shower, recharge.
Shower?
I even managed to get
Dude,
the
that's gotta
electricity
feel
up
so
and
good.
running. Not sure for how long. That means I have a working oven, which is really
Ooh.
great. I try not to turn on any lights, you know, especially at night.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I don't want to attract any attention to this house. But last
Maybe
night
that's
I
what makes them
messed
mad?
up like an idiot. I leaned against the light switch and I turned on the living room
no.
lights, and the house lit up like a jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, that
You know,
would
just
make my
for a
heart
second.
sink.
And now this morning I see someone out in the woods, you know, lurking around.
Jesus.
Yeah, I see you.
It could just be passing by. It could be nothing, but, you know, makes me nervous. I haven't seen him in a few hours, but it really makes me uneasy. So tonight, in addition to cooking my favorite meal, chicken parm, I'll be
Ooh,
battening
love
down
chicken
the
parm.
hatches.
Oh, look at him
tightening
home
the
aloneing it.
security,
Oh.
just in case whatever is out there is, you know,
Oh.
isn't just passing through.
They're
First, I
not
need to run out and get
necessarily
some
always
groceries, so
aggressive.
let's do
They're
that.
a little curious, and then they can become aggressive. The Nestor / chicken parm. So they're not always inherently just go 0 to 100, try to kill him if they see him, right? They could just ignore him. So it's almost like he's sharing the world with these creatures. They could get aggressive, you know? It's like any wild animal, you know? Oh, heck no. Yeah, that was freaky. They just want some chicken parm. I would too. You kidding me?
Power's on in here. That's good.
That is a good
Let's
sign.
see.
Things wouldn't go bad as
We
quickly.
need a few different things.
Really smart. They don't want to just kill them like rabid animals. Yeah, but if like they feed off of humans, obviously they don't. They probably don't need to eat. Because if not, then they probably would have gone extinct by now, right? With no food besides this guy, right? Don't do that. Please? Are you leaving cash? This guy still has 20 bucks on... Bro, he just flexed on us. I bet that's more money than some of y'all got in your pockets right now. I don't carry cash, actually. I don't carry cash. You never know? Trap/security.
So as I mentioned, I need to prioritize security in this house tonight. I've identified about 3 weak points where an intruder could breach our defenses, and each requires its own special security system, if you will. Weak zone number 1 is the furnace room window. There's no
where you
lock
got
on
in
this
at, right?
window, so I've set up a trip
Oh, no,
wire,
wait, no, that's
and
not
about 7 feet 6 inches away, the average height of a Nestor, I've strategically positioned a knife upright. When
He just said
triggered,
they're
the
7 foot
tripwire will
6?
send the blade straight into the upper chest or the face. Weak zone 2, the base.
Would that be enough to kill them? Because at this point, we have not heard him mention or discuss their weaknesses or if they can be killed. Because if they're... Again, it is kind of like Project Zomboid in a bit, which I haven't played the game, but it's like, if they're weak enough to a knife, theoretically you could get a gun and probably take one of them out, but the noise of the gunshot might just attract more and not be worth it for you. Exactly.
Making this door impossible to keep locked. If a Nestor enters through here, they'll hear a tape recorder in the next room playing my voice saying the following.
Don't hurt me. Don't come in here, please.
The recording will lure them deeper inside, right into a sensor-triggered assault. Weak zone 3, the porch passage door. Now this leads directly into the same basement door.
So
with
they're
the
not
broken
that
locks.
smart, I
when
guess.
When someone opens this porch door, the friction will strike matches against an igniter that I've rigged. And the matches will ignite a portable gas tank that's been slowly leaking gas all night, so hopefully burning any Nestor who tries to breach that passageway. And I've
This was not in Home Alone.
Noisemakers on all the door handles, so hopefully I'll hear them coming, and I'll see them coming, and that these traps...
But what about the one that's already in the house?
And I'll be able to sleep safely tonight.
Nightfall/dinner. Yo, show me the chicken parm, baby. Show me that chicken parm. Come on, baby. Hell yeah. That is some... Dude, chicken... Can I say it looks gross before when it's raw? Like...
Right, now I'm going to tenderize it.
Yup. That's a big spoon. My God.
This ensures that the chicken is going to be nice and even all the way around. We're going to put some of this chicken in flour so it absorbs some of the moisture. And so the crispiness will stick on.
Good strategy. Good strategies. Why is this like a good cooking tutorial? You know? This is I bet he makes a killer chicken parm. Okay, he was just at the grocery store, yeah, and getting all this stuff, yeah. Oh no, he's making a mess. Oh. You know what? Who Oh, I thought he's gonna use that still. I thought he was about to use it. I was gonna defend him, you know, 'cause it's the end of the world. You can eat some countertop egg. Who cares? You know?
So dip the chicken.
Apocalyptic cooking videos in its own genre. That is so true. There's animals. Where did he get the eggs and stuff? I think just at the grocery store, which then it's like, how long has he been alone that like the chicken is still good?
What makes the chicken good?
Because even if the power was on at the grocery store,
chicken katsu.
Ooh, I like chicken katsu. Even if the power was on and keeping it refrigerated, they would still go bad after a while, right?
Chicken. Now some salt and pepper. Let's mix this all up.
The chicken wouldn't stay good for that long.
Now in the chicken goes.
Right. Unless it was like fully preserved, you know? Like, how old is that? I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, obviously, some of the stuff in the fridge, in the grocery store would still be good, you know. But like
All right,
chicken,
now it is
eggs.
time to fry these bad boys up.
Right, if you're the last person on Earth and you're like, okay, this chicken is
Not
probably
good
bad,
to add the oil over an open flame, but
I would still want to
I
have
feel
some
like
chicken
I'm gonna
parm
be
one last
okay.
time.
I'm gonna get this oil nice and hot.
Do you say why I was recording this in the first place?
You know the oil's ready when you dip
I think it's
the
like a
chicken
mental
in,
thing.
It sizzles.
Like, if you're the last
Is
person
that ready?
alive,
That is ready. I'm actually gonna lower the heat. That's insane.
doing something like this would make you feel more sane, I think, you know? Explaining what you're doing as you're doing it kind of keeps you grounded, in my opinion.
Personally, I like when it's very golden brown. I don't like when it's too pale. I like when it's crispy.
Oh yeah, this man likes his stuff crispy. Yup, that's good. The Nestor at the window knocking like, yo, you got something to share?
All right, so let's get ready to broil the mozzarella cheese on. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to throw this into the oven and broil it.
Mmm, yummy. Yummy. I'm hungry now, dude. Me too. You kidding me? Mmm, yummy chicken parm. Like, it actually looks good, you know? When the powers are off, but the stove works. No, he said he got the power back on somewhat in the beginning.
I figured while the chicken parm is cooking, I'm going to set up my sleeping quarters for the night, make a fire, set up my sleeping bag. I was sleeping in the living room before, but to be honest, it's too far from an exit. And given that there was that stranger outside earlier, makes sense to be close to the exit, you know, in case anything happens. It makes it convenient, you know? Kitchen's right here, can make a midnight snack. So I'm gonna set up the fire.
But he keeps like, do you need a fire going? Because again, wouldn't that alert them? He doesn't want to turn on lights, but a fire is okay? Huh. Pocket dimension for replica. Yeah, it's kind of like similar to like Backrooms almost, right? Like, yeah, this is the Glendale Archives on YouTube.
Oh, I'm so hungry, I'm so hungry, I'm so hungry. Full moon tonight.
Full moon.
And we can't forget the sauce. This particular sauce I found, it's called Michael's of Brooklyn. Tomatoes, fresh garlic, fresh basil, Italian olive oil, oregano, fresh parsley, salt, black pepper, and nothing else, it says in big exclamation points. Well, you can't read that.
I don't think it's fresh anymore. Yummy. Yummy chicken parm. Mmm. Yummy chicken parm. Mmm.
And you always put the sauce on last so it doesn't get soggy.
Yup.
And of course, last but not least, basil.
Man knows ball. This
and
man
that
knows
is
ball.
It. Bon appetit.
Mm-hmm. A lot of chicken for one.
I'm so hungry. Let's see how this tastes.
I want a chicken parm now. Man, I'm invested in this now. Like I want him to survive, but like it really feels impossible.
Had chicken parm forever.
I wonder if anyone else pointed out the fact that like how is the chicken still
All that
and the
walking
egg still
around
good?
Today got me hungry.
It's got to have at least
really
been a few
freaked me out
months
outside.
since whatever happened.
I think that anxiety just takes a lot out of me.
I would not be able to like.
I'm glad I made two.
Like if I saw somebody in the woods and they saw me, I would not stay in the same spot, in the same house, you know?
There's like nothing like really good chicken parm. So you really have to tenderize it and flatten it out so it becomes more like a chicken cutlet.
Yeah. Cooking stream.
I've
Maybe
got,
if I'm in an apocalyptic
restaurants
scenario,
where you go
know?
and you get the chicken and the or any
I will do a
dish and it's
cooking
like not
stream.
good. It's like you should be like should be losing sleep to make sure that your chicken is flavorful. You go to a chicken place and like the skin comes off the chicken, all the flavors on top, it's in the skin. And then like
That is the
chicken
worst.
itself is just like bland.
Yo, that is the worst. He's
What
so
are you doing? I do miss restaurants. I miss people cooking for me. Glad I learned a few recipes.
yeah.
Got this at the supermarket.
Chicken breast is the worst part of the chicken? That's controversial. What is the best part for you?
Man, I'm lonely tonight. Particularly lonely.
Bad for, I feel like I'd risk it.
Just
Depends on
sorta-
how
Missing some camaraderie, I
I
think.
don't know what it is.
Tell you what I don't miss about people right now. It's feeling in debt to people. You know,
What was that? What do you mean by
emotionally more than anything.
that? Emotionally. In debt to people.
You know, being predator to other people's unresolved issues. Feeling obligated to give my time.
Maybe that's why he feels like kind of relaxed in this.
I always would put boundaries around my time.
You know, that's
And
just fair.
Sometimes I felt like I had to lie to people because
So
people
true.
can be really selfish with your time. If they thought that they could get more from you, they take it, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I always
Yeah.
hated about having a job. There was always this sense that when you work for someone,
It's
they
the
expect
worst
you
in
to
retail.
they expect to squeeze every bit of time they can out of you because they're paying you, and they're not going to pay you for nothing. You know, there are people who believe that because they're giving you money, the money that they know you need to live, they can take advantage of you. They assume that
And they are taking advantage of you because they know what they're paying you is worth nowhere near what they're actually profiting off of you. And yeah, they do take advantage of your time because they make you feel guilty at every step of the way if you ever need time off or nothing. Like I said, especially in retail, like shift working, like not a set schedule, it's the worst. So maybe this is why this guy feels like kind of nonchalant, chill. Maybe he had a very stressful life, so he's kind of taking it in strides almost. I mean, it's an interesting perspective to like keep yourself sane in the end of the world, you know?
if you need the job, you'll do whatever they ask, no matter how stupid or pointless it is, because after all, they're paying you. You know? I don't miss that. Money created this like really sick relationship with other people. Once someone gives you money, it becomes a trap and it's really hard to escape. You know, I used to hate having a boss breathe down my neck. Ugh.
Yeah, it just feels like this is like a weird point of contention
to shift, and honestly,
focus
I
on
only
at this,
probably
you know?
only worked 2 of those hours. The rest of the time, I just walk around with my clipboard, pretending to be busy. I'd move quickly, you know, like I had somewhere important to be, just to look productive.
Let me think.
That's what a boss likes to see. Motion.
Thank you, thank you.
They want to see you doing something, even when the real work only took like 2 hours.
That's so true. That's so true.
You know, if they catch you sitting, they get pissed. even if
Dude.
there's nothing left to do.
It's always so confusing. Why can't I sit down? Man, I always envied people who had like office jobs because I'm like, dude, I'm on my feet for 12 hours. And yeah, if you take a seat, oh my God, it's like, what is the big deal with people thinking you're lazy if you want to sit down? If you're like a cashier, like there is literally no point of you having to stand. So timeline wise, again, if it's a couple of months out from the
So I'd take it.
apocalypse,
I'd walk around.
I'd still be more focused on like
busy,
friends and family
you know,
being gone,
make
you
them
know?
feel like they're getting their
Not my
money's worth,
job.
but they weren't.
Yankee Candle Shop? I don't think I've ever stepped foot in one, not gonna lie, but I love candles.
It's like they'd rather see you miserable and in motion than calm and at ease.
Yup.
Makes no sense.
Yup.
It's like they need to see struggle to feel justified in paying you.
Yeah.
So, I pretended, because if I didn't, I'd get
That's
shit
the
for
thing.
it. You know?
Everyone's just pretending. Everyone's just pretending.
And life
with
is
their
already hard enough, you know. You
their
don't
jobs,
need
you just
someone
gotta fake
coming
it.
down on you for being efficient, you know. Yeah, I know. If I said that to an employer or a business owner, they probably think I'm the worst type of employee. But I mean, come on, man. Do you expect me to care about selling bullshit plastic products while I'm spending my finite time being here? Yeah.
They really want
I
you to
know it wasn't
pretend,
my
though.
boss, you know, personally.
There's always a boss of the
But it was
boss.
what he represented, you know, it was the whole
Yeah.
system built so like rich people could get richer and
Yup.
everybody else sort of wastes their time.
The bourgeoisie, man.
And maybe if I wasn't forced to make money, I'd have time to foster the skills that truly make an impact, but
They don't want you to have free time.
that isn't realistic though, so.
Because if you don't, then they can sell you conveniences.
As much as I miss my family, they kept asking me to get a cell phone.
They didn't have a cell phone? Wait, I
I
don't wait.
remember thinking to myself, like,
What is the
no,
time frame for
I'm not
this?
doing that, you know? Because
when-
once
what
they
year was
knew
it?
I had a phone, I'd be available to them all the time. And I don't want to be available to people all the time.
Okay, he seems very introverted, which makes
Sometimes
sense.
I'd even lie. I'd say, I'm going to be out when I was actually going to be home, just so I had an excuse not to answer. And, maybe that's selfish.
Probably the
maybe I
2000s.
just,
Yeah, probably like an early cell phone.
Didn't
you know?
want to talk. Maybe I just wanted to be left alone.
More normal for somebody to not have a cell phone, I think, back then.
Getting a cell phone felt like it was inviting people into my life on demand, and I didn't want that. Just like, it's not natural for people to have that kind of access to another person. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's at least what I think. And I know it's probably comes from an inability to disappoint people. Some would say, why don't you just say no if they ask? But I don't know, sometimes no doesn't feel like a complete sentence. If I said I wasn't available, they want a reason. And maybe the reason is I just,
Exactly, Nicole, yeah.
I don't want to talk right now, you know? Or I was planning to watch a movie. You know, it
Yeah,
sounds
sometimes people
small,
take
but
like the no
wasn't
as
to
like
me.
a personal,
It
you know,
wasn't.
very personal attack. Like sometimes you just want to spend
maybe
your time in
that's
what you want to.
what I needed, you know? Feels like modern day communication was the thief of life. Now, after a long day, sometimes all I wanted to do to unwind was just, relax. Just relax. But saying I need to relax never felt like a good enough reason to fall short of somebody else's expectations. You know?
I
Even
wonder
though
if this is a reflection
should
of the
have.
Nestors themselves.
So I
you know?
didn't ask for it, I just took it. And if I had to lie to protect that time, I did. Because I shouldn't have to justify wanting peace. And I know, that's avoidant. Maybe that was life challenging me to grow, but sometimes I just don't want to grow. Sometimes I just want to rest.
That's valid.
Defeats the
Yeah.
purpose of relaxing if I have to grow while doing it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I want to say no to the challenge. Put a boundary around life itself, which sounds arrogant because it's impossible. You know, and maybe it's a mirror showing me something about myself that, you know, I don't want to see. My unhealthy desire to numb, my avoidance. Maybe it's showing me something deeper. I don't know.
I think this is all a reflection for the Nestors and their whole behavior, almost like how they kind of almost leave him
Maybe the
alone a
truth
little
is
bit.
I really was afraid I was incapable of connecting with other people the way I wanted to. And that I would never feel close to my family and my friends, not the way I wanted to. At least, you know, and maybe that's why I kept telling myself that people only want to use my time, because
I keep waiting for like a
easier
door to
to
open
believe
behind him,
that
or like something to step into frame
than
behind
to
him.
imagine that they actually wanted to spend time with me, get to know me.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a toxic mindset, but like at the same time, like wanting time to yourself is also,
You know,
you
some
know,
days
it's
the
important.
self-hatred really runs so deep, and I still can't picture people actually wanting to talk to me just to talk to me.
Like that's what I mean by toxic. Like, you know, like people probably
Safer to
do.
believe that everybody is a time-sucking vampire than to actually risk rejection.
Yeah, I think you have to be somewhat willing to
Eh,
accept rejection.
You know, I don't know
Because
when I
not, then you're
became
closing
so
off
guarded.
everybody.
I never really felt safe around other people.
Mm.
You know, if something bad happened, I never felt safe enough to share the pain with someone else, so I
And
faced it
that's,
alone.
you know, and reflecting in him right now, he's completely
and with nowhere to
alone.
let it out.
Nowhere to let it out except for these
Built up
videos is why
over
he's like
years
talking to
and
himself.
years until it got so deep, I couldn't tell you where it began or how to talk about it, you know? People would ask me, what's wrong? And I'd just say, I don't know. And I used to tell myself that when the pain gets great, when it gets great enough, I'll share. I didn't want to bother anybody. Just felt like, you know, it's not bad enough yet to burden others yet.
It is crazy how much he isolated
one
himself
day,
throughout life, and
my
now he
brother
truly
died.
is isolated, you
And I
know?
still couldn't share the pain.
Oh. And now he doesn't have anyone to share anything
That
with, so
excuse
he's
to
recording
keep putting
these.
it off, it's bottomless. It won't end until I make a beginning.
Won't end until I make a beginning.
And that loneliness, it just breeds anger, blame, bitterness.
Nestors.
I'd given anything to let that go.
Okay.
I just didn't know how.
I'm kind of understanding it, right? Like, what if this is his purgatory based
So
on that
when I'm
mindset?
alone, I don't
Like,
have to
that's kind of
face
what it's
any of
feeling
that,
like.
You know, I'm not disturbed.
He was so isolated in life, and
So
now
anyway,
it's
I have
fully
my
engulfed
affirmation
him.
that I tell myself every day,
You know?
preparing me for when I
Hello,
see other
hello.
people again. And it goes like this: I am likable, and I attract genuine connection. So,
Very true. Very
I say
true.
that to myself every day. Pretty good, right?
Yeah. Because
When
once
people
you
enter the picture,
close off
everything
the ability to form new
surfaces:
connections with
resentment,
people,
worry,
that can
doubt,
get kind of dangerous.
fear. Giving my time forced me to confront all of that. And it pushes me to speak up when staying quiet would
Man,
just
this is like
feel
feeling
so much
very
more comfortable and safer.
this is personable
So
and
yeah,
real, and
I'm
also
protective of my time.
kind
Not
of
good that's
connecting
doing
with
me
him
now.
a little bit, which is scary and sad.
And it's really because anything that wants to take it also stirs up everything that I'm still trying to keep buried.
What are you trying to keep buried, my friend?
Anyway, that's it.
God, I feel like so similar to all of that, and I at the same time was just waiting for a Nestor to try to kill him at the end of that.
Hit the hay.
Man, like life moves so quickly sometimes that like, yeah, you become so protective of your time, and then before you know it, you have no one to share your time with.
2 chins.
Like this, you know, he's alone.
Alright,
Who cuts his hair? I don't know. Oh.
see you in the morning.
I really do feel like I like the fact that instead of getting just like lore dumps of like, this is the creature, this is how the creature kills people, this is how the creature eats people, we're getting like more personal information about this, like this guy's story, like his emotional state and stuff like that. It feels real. It feels like connection, you know? It feels like his true journal at the end of the world, right? When no one he'd be talking to the camera, just like somebody that doesn't go insane. Exactly, yeah. That's why I feel like the whole reason he is doing the whole camera thing is so that he doesn't go insane talking to him, like just being alone. Because like he kept talking about how it's like, oh, being respectful of his time, you know, all that isolation throughout life, you know. Jesus. What's that sound? What an abrupt way to be waking up.
What am I seeing right now?
What are you seeing? Wait, what is it? I want to see what you're seeing.
That's fire. That's definitely fire.
A fire? Another person? A human being? No, wait, the shed, the gasoline, right? He lit one of them on fire with that thing. He actually caught one of them with one of the traps. Oh my god. What? Again, they look just like a person, you know, at this glance. It's crazy. Okay, so we only have a couple more videos. Like, that's over halfway through it. This one's a little bit shorter. I don't want to get better.
I decided to come up north last night.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll get mad. Yeah, I don't know if they're
Just
like
to
a
get
herd
away.
mentality or what. I don't know. Like
I actually found
a
this place
hive
a while
mind?
back, traveling from the city to Big House.
Big house.
Thinking about my recovery today.
Recovery.
My recovery from bad habits, trauma, the grief. Just never feels like I'm doing enough for my own recovery. Especially now than my current circumstances where I feel such a lack of security that I don't have time to spend addressing anything that's going on inside. And now with the mirror of other people gone, I don't know. I used to see people judging my habits and I'd feel this pressure.
That was a
I
Nestor?
gotta
Yeah.
change something, but I can't. Or I don't want to. It's true, I don't want to.
I mean, if you're all
I
alone,
wonder if anybody else felt that way ever. Like, you're addicted to something. I know it's hurting me and likely other people, but truthfully, I just don't want to stop. To say that I don't want to stop, it's terrifying, you know?
this is very...
To say that to another person is terrifying because it doesn't feel acceptable to say. You know, the truth is, I'm in pain. It's not getting better. And I don't want to work on it.
Maybe again,
But
that's
it's
why
the
he's
truth. And the
nonchalant
truth is
about
the
things.
truth. I don't want to stop.
Huh.
I needed someone who could hear me say that, but I could never muster the courage.
And now there's
Because
no one that can
to
hear him say
admit
that.
that I don't want to stop something that is hurting me, it opens me up for what I fear the most. Being abandoned. You know? It opens the door for somebody to finally say, you're right. You're not worth it if you don't behave. But what is behaving anyway? You know, not inconveniencing you, not inconveniencing other people. I mean, this is me. Now, I mean, you can argue that in the face of addiction that it's not you technically, but the fear that drives me to it is part of me. Whether that fear
Did he
is
say what
real
his
or
addiction was?
made up.
I don't know if it matters technically, really. Like, I think the message is the message regardless, right?
It's insane how I contorted myself. I twist myself into an acceptable version of myself for other people, everyone else. And who makes these ideals? These expectations that we're judged by? Hollywood?
It's actually me.
Religion?
I'm sorry.
Or just
No, I'm sorry.
general societal fear of repeating history? I don't know. I don't know. Of course, there are bad things out there. Objectively, I can't imagine anyone agreeing with intentionally or overpowering someone or treating someone less than
I don't think it
human.
matters too much what it was.
I don't.
I think it's just the overall generic messaging.
And then I think about the things that we call bad but aren't. I mean, I don't think death, a natural disaster, fit that category. Death isn't bad, it's just unknown.
And
it's
that's
just
what's
scary.
scary to people. People need answers to things, you know?
A natural disaster is just Earth doing its thing. It's not acting with bad intentions. It just is what it is.
I wonder if the Nestors are like a natural disaster then, in his
Anyway,
mind.
all this makes me think of who
That could
I
also explain
molded
his
myself
mindset.
to be for other humans. Also, that God forbid I wouldn't be abandoned and left for dead.
The game! Sorry, not the time. Not the time.
Look at me now. I mean, it happened anyway. I'm not so sure it matters anymore.
I guess not if you're the last person.
I mean, I don't have to be anything anymore. I don't have to be a man, whatever that means. I can cry anytime, anywhere. I can be afraid without the worry of what it says about me.
That'd be crazy if he starts like crying over like the loss of all of his friends and family, and Nestor rounds the corner and just points and laughs at him. So, oh, look at little baby man crying. That'd be crazy.
Makes me wonder why I didn't allow myself to do it earlier.
Exactly. Societal norms and all that stuff. Societal norms.
Makes me wonder why I didn't just maybe pretend like people were gone all along.
That's an interesting mindset.
But then again, how can I learn to accept these things if no one is around to witness it? How can I be accepted for it and prove the fear wrong if there's no one there?
If a tree falls in the forest, no one's around to hear it. It still falls, you know? So you're still accepting these
I guess
things,
so.
right?
Just have to learn to accept it for myself.
And I hear a Nestor.
Anyway, we got a Nestor. 2 o'clock, so
How close?
I'm gonna get out of here
How close?
before it catches me.
That gave me chills. Okay. And he just casually runs away. I mean, all that mindset, I love how personable we're getting. It's not the focus so much on these creatures. It's mainly about the human experience, not only just in the apocalypse, but just throughout life and, you know, genuine emotions and all that stuff. And how the isolation of, like, you can still feel like you're the last person on the planet, even today, even now, like, with humanity still going, you can feel like you're getting left behind, like you're just completely alone and isolated and all that stuff. And we're seeing it in an actual reflection of the planet, him being the actual last person alive to we know of, and just these creatures are just like a kind of reflection of like humanity still there, but you can't connect with them, like people in your life, but you can't actually tell them the things you want to tell, right? There's still humanoid creatures that he can see and like that are walking around near him, but he can't actually interact with these things. You know, he can't interact with the Nestors. He can't tell the Nestors how he's feeling, just how he felt like he couldn't tell people in his life how he's feeling. And I think that's a really interesting way to take this series, how it's, you know, not just like focus on the monster and explaining how scary the monsters can be. It's about the human condition, the human experience, you know? And, it's very well documented how isolation can be very dangerous to people, you know? I turned my house into a weapon. So, in not the last video, but the one before, we saw his little trap that he set for one of the Nestors actually went off. And a lot of them, we leave off on like some big thing happening, and then it doesn't actually kind of give us a payoff, so to speak. Like, we don't see what happened when he's in the first video at the end. We don't see a resolution to him seeing a Nestor in the house, like Totemach, right? He's staying in the house, it seems, and I don't know if that's for better or worse.
Okay, day.
Oh, I love the
I don't
town.
know.
Oh my God, is that the boardwalk?
Since I've seen another human being.
In 9. Wait.
Okay, day. I don't know. Since I've seen another human being.
I thought you said day 9. I was gonna say it's only been like a week. I thought like maybe a month or so.
Nestor today. I was out in the northern end of the state when I wasn't paying enough attention to my surroundings, and I ran into a Nestor.
Oh my God, that's so creepy.
It tried to maul me, and it ripped my shirt. Luckily, it didn't draw any blood.
What?
So, after the attack, I had to quickly regroup and get.
What are you gonna target?
So, I headed for a market.
Again,
Luckily,
the series is so
I
good.
prepared earlier in the day, reinforcing traps and baking cookies.
That's
so
not.
When I got back after the attack, I could relax and recover
crazy.
while the traps did their job.
Wow.
But something followed me back.
What?
Come
Is
right
it Mr.
this
What?
way.
Oh, he's toying with it, man. Again, I love that for the most part, he's not showing these attacks a lot. It's not a focus so much on the creatures. I think this might be because of all the traps he's setting, but we're kind of seeing him get too comfortable. In the very beginning, we saw him kind of foraging, going from place to place. Now he's bunkered down, and I think it's going to backfire heavily on him.
I woke up early. It was a quiet
I stay
morning,
there too. It's
so
a
I
nice
brewed some
place,
coffee
but like,
and prepped some cookies.
Seems kind of dangerous to be staying in cookies. Why are the cookies so scary looking?
All right, I got a pot.
Oh, we're getting a cookie recipe?
Got a fresh cup right here. I'm gonna prep some cookies for tonight because I'm going to the northern side of the state
so
later today,
cookies?
and it's a trek, and I just want something sweet for when I get home. So I'm gonna prep here. It's a super easy recipe. It's 3 ingredients, and it's
absolutely delicious.
I love
think
some
that'll
good
be really
easy
nice
cookie
for when I get
recipes,
home
man,
later
which y'all
tonight.
know about.
So the
some.
ingredients are peanut butter, sugar, and
Yup.
eggs.
Yup, I've seen
Like I
the
said,
recipes.
Very simple. So we're gonna do 1 cup of peanut butter.
Better view of it. Oh, crazy.
Next, sugar. In goes the sugar. Finally, 1 egg.
Where are you getting the eggs at this point? I mean, maybe if it's only been like a couple of weeks, the stuff would still be good in the grocery store, but I do wonder
Can't
what you
believe
would
how
eat.
simple this recipe is. Seriously.
I guess you could grow crops. I mean, there's no... Jesus Christmas, what is that? Dude, it's just like such a normal part of his day at this point. Oh, he didn't take the camera with him.
Okay, everything's all good. Just a Nestor.
You sure?
Nestor at the door, but he moved on.
A Nestor at the
This
door?
is kind of like the consistency we're getting. So, next we have to roll them into
He just
balls. and
glazes
put them on a
over
baking
it.
Sheet, a little bit of parchment paper.
How much sugar? That was a lot of sugar, yeah. That was
Roll them into balls, just like that.
That might have been a little bit too much sugar. I don't know.
Perfect.
I'm no
I'm gonna
baker.
Try some of this batter. All right, come on. So now next what I want to do is I'm going to flatten them into cookies and give them just kind of a cute little design with this fork. So I like to do a little crisscross design.
Crisscross applesauce. Yep. That's how
It's
you
actually a
do
little
it.
bit easier if you smush
That's how
them
you do
down
it.
first with your hands and then put the design on.
I'm more scared than he
Again,
is. Yeah,
I
I
think
feel
the
like
design
I'm
is
more
optional.
worried about the Nestors than he is.
Just, I got nothing
Like, he got
going on,
attacked
so.
and he's just like,
So
making
these-
cookies.
Are ready to go and be cooled down. And later tonight, I'm going to bake them. After prepping the cookies, I made my way north. I had seen on my map there was a clearing with various structures,
A clearing,
some type
huh?
of facility.
A facility.
And I wanted to see what it was.
Ooh, I love a good facility. What if it's the Nestor facility where all the Nestors come? Okay. The facility. The badibadi. A
All
facility.
right, we're here at this strange facility, so I'm just
the
gonna
hell?
wander around and see if there's anything here. I found this strange sculpture. I'm gonna
What is
continue to
that?
walk the grounds. Yeah, it's a cold day today. I'm looking forward to a warm fire tonight. This one right here.
Looks like almost like a sculpture garden type thing with like all the weird structures. What is that? I don't know. Yeah, but like there, it doesn't look exactly like it. That was a Nestor? Wait, what? The goat head attached to a pole?
This is a really interesting figure here. This looks like some sort of like a colonial building that's melting. For the last couple weeks, I've been
What the hell?
squatting in this house. It's got, running water, has a running
Sculpture part.
stove, it has electricity, although I'm not really,
Did you find any
not really
Nestors in the
supposed to
sculpture
turn
part?
it on at this time.
Eggs can stay out
Wandering
for
around the cities
2
and
hours after being
towns
refrigerated.
that are now
Oh, like leaving
vacant.
bad eggs?
I found
Probably,
a mall.
yeah, right. 'Cause I don't
Wasn't
think
really
this is in
anything
Europe.
there. I found some sort of an underground
Yeah.
corridor. That was pretty cool.
No, I don't think he said what it's filmed, to be honest. Did he? I don't think so.
Wow, look at these books.
Do a little public library.
Darkest Hours. I should probably rewrite that book myself.
Yeah, it's some pretty dark hours now. Whoa, jump scare.
Hello.
He's having too much
I'm
fun.
gonna keep walking.
Rain bolt. Yeah, I don't. It
boy.
probably is like
I'll
a
tell you what,
sculpture
I'm
garden.
feeling a little bit lonely today. You find a weird place like this, but you don't have anybody to kind of, share it with.
You're
I
sharing it
really
with
miss
us.
Laughing. I laugh to myself a lot these days.
Me
but I miss
too.
the camaraderie of laughing with
Yup.
another person. I gotta admit, I used to have
Guys,
some
let's all
pretty
laugh
elaborate
together for a
jokes.
second, just to
I
make
remember
him feel better.
as a joke,
I changed my name to my father's name, Gail, and I started to like, dress like him and wear his glasses and stuff like that, and it was funny. I mean, I think he started to get really upset when I started to wear his pajamas and sleep in his bed.
And it took out credit cards
make
in his
copies of
name.
his social security card. Then
What
it got
the?
he didn't really think that was funny. Look at
Like,
this.
birds of a feather, we be thinking the same, my man.
I'm gonna take a load off for a minute here. Seems like as good a place to sit as any. On these hash browns.
Where'd you find the hash
Pretty
browns?
good right about now.
Where did you find those? Did you raid a McDonald's or something?
They're very crunchy. Very filling.
Where did he find that?
Well seasoned.
I don't think. Oh my
I
God!
can't
Is there
remember
one
the
behind
exact
him?
brand. A lot of the
No, I think that's
supermarkets
just
in
a
this
tree.
area still have running power.
Never
which
mind.
Is pretty cool. Hopefully,
I
the
am too
generator's still
paranoid.
working at this particular grocery store. Keeps it running, which is nice. I'm feeling a bit jumpy today because I don't know, I've been noticing a lot
always
of
feel
folks out in the woods lately outside, at least out back
Is that one naked?
of where I'm staying right now. They haven't really paid me any attention except for one incident. Actually, I had to burn one of these figures that was out in the back of the house. Wow, it really opens up out here. Check it out. Wow.
Yeah, I want some of his tots, man. It feels like 28 days later, when they just
I feel a little
see
bit
one of
better
them
being
standing in the
this
middle
open
of the field,
space than
and then they point at them and start
in the
running.
closed off woods. Is this like a home that was almost built?
Whoa. Like giving kind of like midsummer vibes.
Got these little
Some of your
stools
tots.
here.
Where's some of your tots?
God, I should have brought gloves. Really not fall time anymore. I mean, it's not like early fall. I wish I kept like a calendar of days. I don't really know exactly
Oh, that's a good
what month
point.
it is. I'm gonna guess it could honestly be mid-December for all I know. All right, let's keep moving.
So we got more time. Wait, he didn't say what it started with, did he? He didn't say what'd that mean? What'd that mean? Why are you slow rolling onto a sculpture? What? You don't like tater tots?
What is this thing?
That's
Oh,
wild.
there's a lookout.
Ooh, that could be a good vantage point. Wait, what if there's one of them up there?
Oh, well, it goes to here.
So far,
I
we've
can
only
see
seen
the
like
radio tower from here. That's
one
about
Nestor.
a mile
There's never a group of them.
south of my house, so my house is just over those hills. I can't wait to get back. I really need to start a fire. It's freezing. Goodbye, little sculpture, statue, lookout.
Goodbye, sculpture, statue, lookout. Sick moves, man. Hell yeah, parkour. Parkour.
All right, this is our next
Hell
bizarre
yeah.
sort of structure we
Parkour.
have here.
Huh. Parkour. What the hell?
Bizarre.
Didn't he say he just needs to get back home and now he's looking through structures and stuff? What are we doing, man? We gotta lock in.
This is definitely one of the stranger structures that I found at this facility.
Me when I find a strange
Oop.
structure. Oh,
I'm coming down.
what? Don't go in there.
Oh, come.
Don't come. No, don't come at me. No. Guys, he's gonna get me.
Paul Pierce.
Ballin'.
Let it rain. Oh, God, I stink.
Was this an actual like sculpture garden?
This was a
that
much
this
needed
dude is-
fun experience. You know,
Oh.
things have been a little,
Fun
little
facility,
tight,
probably for
serious
the sake of the
lately.
vid,
You know,
like
I've been
the video.
feeling
I
a bit
don't know.
spooked out by some of what's been going on around my house, you know? A lot of times it feels like
you're pushed out of a place, and I've been starting to get that feeling a little bit more and more lately. It's getting dark, so I do need to get home because I don't want to be out after dark. Things don't get better after dark.
Once again, I mismanaged my time, as if I'm looking to find pain. I could feel it on my skin.
He's living on the edge. Oh my
That's when
god.
it struck.
Because that's when he got
There
attacked.
was something different about this Nestor, though. I kept thinking I lost him, and then I'd see him again. Usually they forget quickly.
Was he wearing
but
like a hospital
not this
gown?
one. I was able to gain some distance between me and it. Luckily, it had a very distinct sound, so I could track its distance from me on my CB radio.
Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that.
Next, I had to get some cleaning supplies to wash off the dirt from the attack and calm my nerves.
Oh, he's relaxing. He's chilling. The market. So he went to Target. Okay.
Alright, I gotta be quick about this.
It's wild that every Target just looks the dang same.
Okay, let's see. A gentle milky toner that soothes
Why that
and
scared
hydrates
me.
the skin. Or a soft calming formula that nourishes and balances the skin.
How is he... Dude, how... Like, the process of making this must be absolutely insane. Because, like... I'm assuming most of this is, like, rendered, animated, or something, like...
A brightening serum that boosts
Actually
glow
make
and
it-
evens your skin tone. Or a silky serum with blueberry extract to nourish the skin.
Just robbing that Target. Hell yeah, man. On
Sure
more and more
enough,
things.
the
Yeah, I-
Nestor followed me home. I figured
Maybe
if he
he's
was going
lonely.
to keep following me, I might as well lead him home into one of my traps.
Oh.
I'd recently updated them, and I was excited to hopefully see them work.
Good point, maybe. Updated traps. All right, what did you do? Why is there a gun on a stand? How did you
Now,
make
I'm
that,
not a
Macaulay
firearm
Culkin?
guy. I've never really owned a gun or even held a weapon. But
That's not what you
I'd
wanna do, I
recently
don't
come
think.
across an ammunition store, and I felt my circumstances warranted it.
Bear. I love bears. Bear. Oh, dog. Dog. Some of the shots still don't make sense, though. You know, like there wouldn't be. I don't know. Like some of the city and stuff like that.
It
Like
felt great
I don't know.
being fully stocked up. I felt safe. And with my arsenal, I was able to rig a fully automated frontline shooting system that I could control from the comfort of my home. But in order to do that, I needed to run to a hardware store to get parts and supplies.
How did you know how to make that? I'm just so curious. How did he know how to make that? You know?
I rigged the system using PVC pipe, mechanical swivel,
Chair.
connected to a small control box that lets me manually operate and automate the weapons from my home.
That's crazy. I thought it was like fully automated when he showed it first,
All
but
an
like he has to
needs
still
do
operate
is
it.
walk in front of the infrared center and boom. As soon
Oh,
as
it
I
is.
got home, I rigged it. The next trap
The one
I'm
other human
particularly
survivor
excited
walks into
about
his front
because
yard.
It's simple yet effective. I call it the
Excited
mirror
to meet
trap.
another person.
The nesters towards the middle of the state are a bit more brain dead and mostly blind, unless of course an
Interesting.
object is within a few feet of them. I learned that mirror reflections can really confuse these nesters. So I set up a series of mirrors on the front and the back lawn.
Okay, he's
if any
locking
nester
in.
catches its own reflection in one of the mirrors, it'll likely attack it. They usually get cut up and bleed out. Like I said, simple. Third and final trap throws them off my scent. I call it the sound mat. I rigged a pressure mat outside my front door and connected it to a
loudspeaker,
loudspeaker
right?
a few yards from my house. If a nester steps on the mat,
That's
it triggers
evacuation.
an alarm. The sound draws them away from the house and towards the speaker.
That's
I've
a
also
great
left a bunch
idea.
of brand new shirts soaked in lake water underneath the speaker. The idea is to confuse the scent and keep them focused on the speaker until they hopefully forget me. With the trap set,
Right.
I felt safe enough to let my guard down. While I waited
That's
for the
probably
cookies
not a
to
great
bake,
idea.
it took some
the
time to clean
cookies.
myself up.
Cookies. Rest and recovery. Man's taking a nice little bubble bath. Yo, good for you, buddy. Surprised though, like the water and everything still works. I'm just watching a man shower. What'd y'all do with your Thursday night? Come on. Scrub behind your ears. Oh, he's kind of listening.
I always need to take like so much shampoo. My hair
feels
is
too
so
much personal.
long. I gotta
Yeah.
cut it myself soon. Honest conditioner. I haven't conditioned in so long, honestly.
Honestly, he thought about making the joke. He thought about it.
I haven't really felt the need to condition because, like, it's just nice. It doesn't always have to be attached to somebody else touching your hair or something. I used to love like going to like a hair salon or someplace where like somebody cuts your hair and they like wash your hair and scrub your head.
Yeah,
Gentle facial cleanser.
Start missing the little
I really
things
like
in life.
maximizing my time.
You got a tattoo?
So while my conditioner is working, let's work on the face.
What's up, Brandon? Dude,
I
nice
got
little
this
bubble bath.
bubble bath stuff, so I'm gonna put this in. I don't know how much to put in, but
Yo, shout out a good bubble bath.
More
That
bubbles
bathtub
ain't
looks
bad,
nice.
so.
Oh, he's relaxing, maxing. He's relaxing
Got a
hardcore.
bath bomb too.
I've never used a bath bomb.
Oh, that's nice. That bath bomb is tickling me at the bottom of the tub. I hope I didn't get my tea. Oh, it feels so good.
I wonder if we're gonna see like a Nestor in the window right above him.
Wash all the dirt from the day off.
Uh-oh.
Got
No,
some
the
things
camera
here
doing the camera
that
thing. There's
I'm
gotta be one
excited
close
to
by.
try. So I'm
Wait,
gonna
what about
try
the one
this
that's still in the house?
face mask. H2O activated charcoal lemon juice. Deep detox. God, do I need it. Oh, that's like... Alright, well, here goes.
The Nestor
have
walks
these.
in on him just like,
Cucumbers. Now I'm gonna take some deep breaths. In for 4, hold. Out for 6. Here I go.
let's all do some breathing. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Aha. Oh, he's chilling. This is gonna go horribly wrong. I just know it. I just know something is gonna go horribly wrong.
Scrubbing my fingernails, still a lot of dirt in them.
What is the tattoo on his arm?
This mask is now home to all of my toxins.
Goodbye, toxins.
I'm gonna try these hydrogel eye pads. Patented 5-day hydration complex. So I mean, it keeps my eyes hydrated for 5 days. I don't even want to know what
His eyes? I don't
goes
know.
into making that possible. I feel very odd.
Inflammation? Oh. I think it's nice that he's allowed to, he's able to just like relax a little bit. He was talking about like relaxing and stuff earlier, and now he finally
that
is.
Nestor attack today was scary.
He's never really like gone into too much
The weird
detail.
thing was I knew it was coming. You can almost always feel a Nestor nearby by the way the air changes.
Well, it's like a human response. Like you can kind of feel when somebody's staring at you.
The
you
air
know?
will brush my skin like warm Velcro, and
I'm looking at that window above him like someone's gonna come at.
my body tingles
know?
like a dose of Novocaine wearing off. I've made the mistake of ignoring that feeling in the past, and it's almost got me killed every time.
Like today.
I think a part of me wants to pretend that things are normal, and that feeling, it is anything but. But training myself to notice the feeling of presence, it's the first line of defense. It's maybe one of the most important survival tactics to hone. Anyway,
I feel like I heard
I've been
something
in this
moving in the
bath
house.
a little too long, and I'm turning into a prune, so it's been way more than 15 minutes since these flapjacks have been on, so I'm gonna get out. Before I do, I can't believe I forgot to do this.
So he just don't care about like the noise and the lights, you know, anymore, right? Like when he first.
So,
Like, there's just- Well, I mean,
got
some of
all
the
my
rooms
fun
might not have
little
a window.
lotions and potions over
I
here that
guess.
I'm looking forward to trying. First, I'm gonna start.
So he went from doing cooking videos to now he's got some full-on grooming techniques, you know, like shaving,
I'm gonna put on
lotions.
some of this. This is a hydrating face serum.
I would not like. I don't know.
Learning to
I guess it
notice
keeps you human,
Nestors' presence,
you know?
by the way, is only useful with certain types. The ones
There's
further
different
south,
types.
they tend to give themselves away earlier. They're slow,
Really?
though. Mostly blind unless something's right in front of them. But once you cross their radius, they react fast and without hesitation. They're taller,
Okay.
stronger, but they don't rush you. The thing about them. Even when you feel their presence, it doesn't mean that they're coming closer. It usually means that they've already noticed you. Running doesn't help.
Hmm.
Running
guess they're
only
so tall.
tells them who you are.
What?
All right, next is this
Weird.
moisturizer. It's gonna feel really nice over the serum. Oh, I can feel my skin just like
It's almost like kind of crazy how
Thank you.
well this
I remember
guy
my
has
mom, when I was a
adapted
kid,
to,
She used to make
being
me water
alone.
flowers
you know.
in the garden. She said if you listen really closely, you can hear them going, "Thank you." It used to kind of scare me. I was like really little when she told me that. It wasn't like a fun, cute thing, but as I got older, it was kind of funny. Eye cream. Oh, that feels really nice. My skin looks very dewy and vibrant.
Robbing my
Used to hate
skincare
cutting my
routine.
fingernails as a kid. For some reason, it always makes my fingernails feel really weird. Once you cut your fingernails and you like touch them, it's like they're like sensitive. I can never
that's
really
weird.
put my
I
finger
just
on it and explain it.
step
to
out
other
into the
kids.
sun and
I used to describe
cook
when
me a
you,
little
like,
bit.
lay on your foot and it falls asleep. I used to describe it as it feels like my foot is full of sand. People are like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, it feels like my foot is full of sand." And my mom was like, "I don't know what to do about that."
Hello, hello. Sand.
A little bit of rose water. Now I'm gonna try this sort of like hair oily, sort of textural thing. I was amazed by that Nestor's ability to stalk and follow me today. Even when I seemingly lost him, I couldn't believe how he kept finding me.
Yeah, we've never seen one like stalk him for a long
Felt
time,
like
but
it
also he's
was
never really like talked about
watching.
him in detail like this.
Watching to see what I'd do next.
You know?
I'm certain he's on his way to me now. He's got to be out there. And I don't know if it was the attack or just some are more capable than others and have different abilities in that way. But he was locked onto me.
I don't know, got a skincare routine. Hard to say.
I'm gonna go check on those cookies.
He's like
After I
living
was
too
finished,
peaceful of a
it was time
life.
to
I don't
enjoy
know.
my cookies and do some hunting.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm here.
I found this radio in a vacant lake house a ways back. It still works. I rigged it to the antenna on top of my house. It seems counterintuitive, but it's been luring Nestors towards my house into the traps. Yeah, I figured keeps the surrounding areas safer, less Nestors for when I do need to go out and get supplies.
What's up, fuckers? Hey, out there, if you're looking for
See, he's too
companionship, do I
comfortable.
have a
He's way
deal
too
for you?
comfortable.
I know just
Something
the
is gonna
place. There's
find
a
him that he
big
doesn't
house
want him
on
to
top
find,
of a
you
hill,
know?
not too far. That one Nestor who was following me had a very distinct
That's so
sound.
creepy.
So if I hear him, I'll know. Ah, you hear that alarm? You hear it? One was on my front doorstep. Not today. Not today. Get out of here.
So unsettling.
There he is. That's it. That's him. That is him.
That's the one that was following him?
He's coming in clear. He's got to be right outside.
Did you get him?
He didn't even make it past the frontline system.
He did.
All in all,
Are you kidding me?
it was a pretty intense day, but very relaxing in the end. Anyway,
Dude, how is it gonna go bad?
it's been a long day too, and I'm signing off to hit the hay. Good night.
You're treating it like a game now. Yeah, he's too confident, man. He is too
Archivist
confident.
here.
Only one video. It's a little shorter. Before everyone was gone. Oh, wait. So this finally might be giving us some backstory, right? With this one. Huh. They're gonna learn either to survive the traps. Yeah, I'm wondering, because like some of them do seem kind of intelligent, like that one that was following him. I don't know. That stresses me out. Everything this dude does stresses me out because he's so nonchalant, chill about it all, dude. Like, he for real doesn't like, not to get like, he's so at peace with the world. All right. Oh my God. Is that Mr. Whiteout? What is that? Okay, can we not glance over that again?
I've always felt alone.
So ultimately we know he
before all
survives,
this.
right? What? Oh my God. Not necessarily. I mean, there could be a point.
Like I won't be okay.
I want to harp back on that one little, I think, foreshadowing part. He said something that's like, it'll never end until I give it a beginning. And now he's giving it a beginning because the video was titled before everyone was gone, right? So if we were finally talking about the beginning, this might be like, not the end, I guess, because they're putting out more videos, right? But like, it's giving me very bad vibes. It's giving me very bad vibes, I'll say that. And yeah, he is recapping in some sections, but that we don't know how it's spliced together. You know, he could be still in danger.
A looming feeling like
The
I'm
Lego set.
constantly on the edge of a dreadful, sad existence and true happiness.
He seems like he's
And
like
in order
finally
to
acting
protect
free.
that true happiness
but,
and evade hell, I need to fight Scratch.
At what cost? Yeah.
I feel pressure. I feel irritable. I feel overworked and misunderstood. I feel threatened by everyone.
Threatened.
I feel alone.
Alone.
Like my life will crumble unless I
threatened.
grab onto it and shift and work it around. If not me, who else will?
That's interesting. Again, interesting perspective. He's like putting so much stress on
I think I
himself in the end of the
feel
world.
alone because I was never willing to share the burden. You know, I had girlfriends, family, friends, a recovery network. And while I may be alone in my specific personal endeavors, I was not alone in the struggle of life because everyone in my circle struggled with life. They all had desires, fears, and disappointments and successes.
The human
They
experience
understand the
connects
feeling
us
around all of this. Again, maybe
Shared
not as it relates
experiences.
to my specific aspirations, but in their own subgroups of life. I could have shared all of this with them. I could be the biggest success or the biggest failure, and they'll always be with me. If only I let them in. I was not alone,
It's hitting close to home.
but I chose to keep them shut out. And now
Can
I
you shut him
feel
out?
alone, deeply.
That's the guy that keeps following him. I thought he got rid of him.
You can share what's happening. It's never going to feel like the perfect time with some people, but saying, you know, I had this thing not work out and I'm just feeling sad. Or I'm having fear about something and I just want to honor those emotions and share them with someone because it helps me feel less alone. I know I can't fix it right now, but I just need to be heard.
What are we doing in the house?
But I always had this paranoia.
Okay.
This paranoia that this world wants to see me fail. That it only wants me to get vulnerable so it can use it against me. You know, this world does not want me to succeed because for me to succeed pulls me away from playing the game.
Dude, I feel
And everybody
so
wants you to just shut up and play the game too because then they can feel
with this,
good about
man.
playing.
I feel so like
It
connected with what he's
distracts
saying.
them from
It's
the
crazy.
emptiness of it all. You know, don't go after your dreams. It's not practical. Get a good job working for someone else.
Yeah.
Take a vacation once a year. Marry young. Get a hobby. This is as good as it gets. And I have this feeling towards a lot of people, this feeling like if I failed, then they get more of what they want from me.
Going back to that
So I
whole
keep
like
my life
people in the
quiet.
time conversation.
Only
know?
sharing superficialities, lightly brushing my fears with a smile on my face when really I am a knight covered in rusty armor, pulling my helmet close so nobody can see my welling eyes. Yeah, and maybe I'm
Somebody
just
standing behind him.
projecting.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe I wanted to take from others, so I'm paranoid.
That they'd want to take back.
My inner world has become what I see in the outer world. I block and I try and manage what everybody knows around me and doesn't know so that I can control the narrative of my life. And that's where I go wrong because what I'm really afraid of is life having its way with me. You know, deep down, I know I'm not in control.
Like I feel like I just heard something knock on the glass.
I know all these things that I'm trying to keep away are life molding me. And what if I don't like what life molds me into? You know, I always heard people say about their life, you know, I had no idea I was going to end up where I ended up. And that scares me.
Yeah. The lack of
I wanna
control.
know.
You know?
I want proof from life that I'm going to be okay with what it does with me.
I mean, a lot of people are okay at the end of the day.
I feel like
so,
I should
you
have
know,
a say. It's
you have
my
that.
life.
Yeah. I heard it too. Yeah, I heard like someone like tapping on the glass, and there's no birds.
But it's not. And I know
Again,
it.
I love these introspectives about like human
Whatever
experience,
this is,
but
was given to me.
what if there's something in the house with him?
I didn't create it. And there's too much chaos in this world to dictate where it's headed. I have control of so little. Some days I fight it. Other days I check out completely. Hide. As if I can pause life. And I come out and I try again. And I get eaten up and spit out one more time. I'm always
I heard it
pausing
again.
to lick the wounds I received. Trying to continually fight a monster.
It's the monster. It's dude, the parallels are so like on the nose, but it's so good still.
Anyway.
Is there gonna be something behind him? No? What? Wait, don't tell me that's it. No? Is that actually it? Let it play out. Let it play.
Archivist here.
What?
Thank you for watching this log. We're continuing to restore and piece together more footage as new material keeps surfacing. As this is a private investigation, I want to extend a special thanks to our patrons who help
I
sustain
didn't
the
see
archive.
nothing.
And welcome to those who've recently joined. I do my best to shape a cohesive narrative from what's available, but much of what we uncover doesn't make it to YouTube. This is where the rest of the archive lives. If you'd like to support the work, access unreleased
Was that
footage,
it?
and help decide which parts of the subject story are revealed next, you can find the link below. Stay
Was
vigilant.
that it?
A monster.
I didn't notice it. I'm kind of just like focused on his face and like the words he's saying and the message and everything. Like, was there something in the background? Oh, what a crazy storyline, man. Again, like it all feels more focused on the human experience and all these feelings and less on the actual monsters that are around him. I get like if we're following I feel like a traditional like apocalyptic story, it goes like our character is finally safe, feels confident, and then boom, something goes wrong and everyone dies horribly. But this just, it ended on such like a somber note, man. Really well done, man. Really well done. I loved it. Like, obviously, I'm so drawn to like the premise of being like the last person on Earth. And again, this isn't more so of like an explanation of like these creatures and what happened to humanity. It's more like this person's journal, emotional path of, you know, being a human and experiencing this thing, but also like the biggest focus of this series, it seems to be just like his genuine human experience through life. And I also feel like it's almost like better if we don't know personal details about the character, because then it allows you to more relate to like the generalness of the message about like the feelings of loneliness and paranoia, you know, right? Because again, I don't think we know exactly what he never said what his addiction was, right? And like I said, I felt like it was better because it just goes to the generic experience that everyone kind of relate to, you know. And then we don't have his name, we don't have like exactly where he lives. It's just like it really helps you focus not on like the man dealing with the monsters, but the man dealing with the monsters in the head, you know? Because again, like being isolated truly is, I think, more dangerous than any monster can be. Just to recap and give some final thoughts, man, I just feel like I really resonated with the messaging and everything going on in this video and the series. And again, talking about the themes of it, right? Isolation and how obviously this character is isolated now because it's the last person on Earth, but you don't have to be the last person on Earth to feel isolated. And I felt like that constantly throughout my life, and the inability to express emotionally how I feel and things I'm going through to others around me, even if there are others around me that care about me and want me to do well and succeed, or care if I would to tell them that I'm not doing well, right? And sometimes you just feel like trapped in your own mind, and all this is just a very common human experience. And also all the talk of like people wanting your time from you, and also people wanting you to follow a path that they did, and giving up on dreams and all of that. You know, being somebody who does content creation and did YouTube for years now, and now streaming and all of that, and never really, you know, reaching a pinnacle, I would say. Like my channel, I'm very grateful and lucky enough to support myself on it, but at the same time, it's not like we're going crazy viral, you know, not like I'm one of the biggest horror game people out there or something like that. And a lot of people would tell me to just give it up. And even if I'm doing this for me and doing it because I enjoy it, it's not enough for some people. They want you to fail, to feel vindicated in their own, maybe not going for their dreams and stuff like that. And I feel like that also plays into a feeling of isolation, and just, you know, overall, a lot of really well done examples and talking about like themes and feelings and emotions and all that go into like an analog horror series. And this was just really well made. So I absolutely loved this. Again, go support the original creator. I'll have them linked in the description. But it was truly a beautiful experience. Again, not just the scary parts and the monster parts, but just the human experience, the themes of isolation. And again, I want to highlight it again, the talk about not being able to talk about your situation, how you're feeling to people around you. And now he really can't talk about how he's feeling to anyone around him. The Nestors, you know, can't interact with them, so he's stuck talking to the camera instead as his only form of expressing his emotions and his fears and trying to work through them, you know, because we all have fears and everything like that, you know, trying to become the version of ourselves we want to be, right? And yeah, I don't know, this was just a beautiful project. So hats off to the creators. Again, make sure to let me know what you guys thought of this down in the comments, and hopefully we see more from this series, because I am very excited about it.